Hello again, all. Sorry, I think I've got that's around the right way. Sorry, it's a mirror image, isn't it? First 4 videos I did the numbers are around the wrong way. Um, this is your reading for Life Path number 9's August 2019. Why I'm holding these up is because I had to invest in a new computer as my other one died on me. So I had to learn how to do a different way, as I can't face my camera down to the cards, and instead you get my ugly mug on the screen with the holding the life path numbers. It's a bit comical really, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to pop that down just for now. I've already done a video on the astrology and numerology side of August, which is up on my YouTube channel. I think I put it up in middle of July, which is also on my Facebook page. So you can go back and look at the astrology. I'm just going to get straight into the cards. I've shuffled your deck and split the deck, and the cards on the top are your cards for your reading. I'm not going to do a set spread. I'm just going to take them off the top and take as many as we need to get the message for August for Life Path number 9s. Then we have an extra message from a new deck that I have just recently purchased, which is the Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron-Reid. And so far these ones have been absolutely amazing cards as extra messages. I will read that one out of the book at the end of the main reading. They say not to read them out of the book, but what I have found since I've been doing these videos, especially with the extra messages, be it the Akashic Records or this new Wisdom of the Oracle deck, is that we are all different. Even though you're a Life Path 9, you are all different, and there will be one specific phrase or sentence that'll hit the nail on the head for you to put it all together. So that's why I'm going to read that one out of the book at the end of the main reading. So here we go. We're just going to go straight into reading the cards as they come out, and we'll pull as many as we need. So our first card is the King of Ariel. It reads at the top, successful, stable, accomplished and powerful. Your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success, using resources wisely. And, you know, you're a Life Path number 9. I wouldn't expect anything else from a Life Path number 9, because you have all the other numbers in your numerology chart. Life Path number 9s is a, especially for the Life Path number 9s, they've been here all the Life Path numbers beforehand. So it depends on what you believe in, but my belief is that you've been here 9 times before. You have wisdom and knowledge of all those other Life Path numbers. So this is what I'm saying. I wouldn't expect anything else other than the King of Ariel to come out for you guys. Your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success, using resources wisely. So that's your first card. I'm going to pop these down and just sort of take them from here so I can hold these ones up. Your next card is the Knight of Raphael. So this is the Knight of Cups in the traditional tarot, and it reads, romantic, dramatic, poetic and introspective. Committed romantic relationships being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. And especially with the King of Ariel here, the first 2 cards are generally inclined to represent yourself. You know, you've built a successful career or a business, and it's all about, you know, topics about, you know, being swept off your feet. If you've watched my videos for a little while, the Knight of Raphael is not one of my favourite cards, but I don't actually feel this way with this card. It's got nothing to do with romantic relationships. For some it may. I will give you the general meaning of the Knight of Raphael, which is in to save the fair maidens, off to fight battles, all that sort of type thing. but generally they don't last very long because there's always the next fair maiden and there's always the next battle to win. So he's off basically on his horse riding into the sunset. Now that's the negative side of this card, but I don't feel it with this card. It might hit a chord with one or two of you, but I really don't feel that the negative side of this card is what we're talking about here. I think it's about, this business sort of endeavour here that you've got great success with. Like it says, your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. And then you get this card here saying, topics that make your heart flutter. Especially with using your resources wisely, just be careful of what these new topics that make your heart flutter cost. Maybe you might it's only a fleeting thing and maybe it won't take off type thing. That's kind of what my gut instinct was saying when I read that sentence. Being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter, especially being that cup, Knight of Raphael, the Knight of Cups here. Just be very careful but wary about how much you're spending on these topics that make your heart flutter, because it might be only a fleeting gesture. Your next card, let's see what we got. This is the Chariot, which is a really good card. And it's a number 7, so it's a little bit of an introspective work to do. And it's with Archangel Metatron, and it says determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. So again, I don't know, determination and self-control hit me then. A little bit of self-control with these things that make your heart flutter. You've built a successful career and stuff like that. The Chariot's come along to say that, you can basically steer this chariot in any direction that you so feel. But you have two opposing powers here, one white horse, one black horse, which means opposing powers. So it's up to you, because you're the person in the chariot here, driving the chariot, to harness the opposing powers and basically, steer that chariot or this business. Let's just go back to this business here, because it is, professional and financial success. You want to keep steering that business in that direction. But definitely with that card, determination and self-control, to get a business to that state or that level, because Ariel is the coin suit, it takes a lot of determination and self-control, let's say. We'll see where we're going with this one. We'll put your next card, which is the Four of Michael. This is what I call, it's one of my chakra cards. I'll hold that up if there's no light on it. If you're drawn to one of those colours in that card, one of your chakras may be a little bit of blocked or out of balance, and it's an easy fix. What you can do is listen to chakra balancing music, and you can Google it. In fact, you can Google one that'll do all of the 7 chakras. There are actually 12 chakras, but this is concentrating on 4 chakras because it's the Four of Michael. So it's generally one of these coloured chakras. This is your sacral chakra. Solar plexus. This is your root chakra or base chakra. So whichever colour that's in there, whichever colour you're drawn to, you could need a little bit of a balance put into place. This could be, feeling run down, tired as well. I'll read what it says though. It says insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So, going back to your, I don't know, this King of Ariel just keeps on jumping out at me here. This basically, financial success and all this type thing. Maybe you've been burning the candle at both ends, and maybe it's time that you had a little bit of time off. It says the need for more sleep and time off. Generally when you have your own business, and that's not going to apply to everybody. There's a little bit of burning the candle at both ends to keep the wheels of industry running. But maybe you might have to just seek a little bit of time off or a little bit more sleep and not burn those candles at both ends. You can play that chakra balancing music when you go to bed at night and just leave it to play, and that will do it while you're actually sleeping. So we'll keep on going, okay, because we're not at the end of the story yet, I feel. Your next card, good card, is number 0, and it's the Leap of Faith. And this card is the full card in the normal tarot, and it says at the bottom, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. So this is asking you to take a leap of faith somewhere along the line. This is like a new beginning in something. This could even be where this card here, the Knight of Raphael, comes in as well, finding something that makes your heart flutter with this card. But like I said, just watch the pennies sort of type thing, don't go in boots and all. But it is asking you to take a leap of faith and trust your intuition because of the dogs here. This is your gut intuition, if you like, and they have an animal in a card like this. But it's telling you to, also be aware of where you're taking this leap of faith to. In the traditional tarot, this is the fool jumping off a cliff, not really a care in the world and not really worrying where he's jumping off of and where he's landing. In this day and age, you need to know where you're landing. You need to cross your I's, dot your T's, all that sort of type thing. It's just a little warning I like to give with this card. So I'm just trying to get all these cards in the right order. So yeah, it's quite a handful of cards sort of type thing. I'm going to keep going though, because I don't think we're at the end of the story. And then you get another major arcana, and it's called Solutions with Archangel Zadkiel. It says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So that's where this kind of going backwards here again, self-control and patience. Definitely with these cards sort of thing, a little bit of self-control and patience goes a long way. But yeah, even though that being the case, it's success that comes through objective compromise. You might just have to compromise a little bit on how much you spend on this new thing that makes your heart flutter. It might be a good thing for your business, who knows? Or even this could relate to something that makes your heart flutter at home, sort of type thing that you want to buy for home. There's a lot of scenarios here. We don't all own businesses, sort of thing. But I think with the solutions card coming out, the solutions you'll find with objective compromise, you'll find the solutions to this, how you can implement it maybe, and not have to rob Peter to pay Paul basically out of the piggy bank. But definitely that's a good card to come out. But definitely, success that comes through objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energies. So, yeah, that's a pretty good card to come out. I'm going to pull one more, see where we're going again. Divine Guidance, another major arcana card. There's a lot of major arcana cards coming out for August. So I'm just going to put these other ones down. You get the solutions through Divine Guidance as well. You could be getting downloads, whatever. Just listen for that divine guidance that is coming in with Archangel Sandalphon on this one. The search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. They could also give you the solutions to whatever problem you're having at the moment, be it sort of creative things in your businesses, all that sort of type thing. You are being asked to take this leap of faith. But maybe you just need a little bit of divine guidance on it and a solution on it. There's a few scenarios can be happening here. Like I said, we don't all own businesses, but for that card, first card to come out, the King of Ariel, it says your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success, using resources wisely. In this card, he's got a treasure chest down here with, treasure in it sort of thing, jewellery and all that, coins, and he's got a table laden with food at the back here, and you can see Archangel Ariel here. He's well dressed, there's lovely sort of flowers and garden and all that sort of type thing around. That's taken a lot of work for him to set up, basically, so he can feel financially secure and comfortable. But yeah, sometimes when this card comes along, it can be a little bit of a, how do I explain it, being swept off your feet sort of type thing, and forgetting about, how hard you've had to work to get here to be financially stable and secure. When somebody comes along and sweeps you off your feet, or a situation comes along and sweeps you off your feet, just remember the hard work that you had to put in, the hours, burning the candle at both ends, all that sort of type thing, to actually make this business success, or whatever the scenario is in your life. This can be family situation, stability in the home, all that sort of type thing. So just watch that. I don't know, I just keep going back to just watch the pennies sort of type thing, overspending on this. It's one thing here that, makes your heart flutter sort of type thing. Bright and shiny things always aren't quite as bright and shiny after a long period of time, or a little bit of a period of time, if you like. All that glitters is not gold, is basically what I'm trying to say. But yeah, used wisely, yes, it can be an asset. So you're going to be given the divine guidance and the solution. So I'm going to leave your cards there, and I'm going to see what your oracle card is. So your oracle card is time for a nap. So you have been burning the candle at both ends, and it's number 24. So I'm going to read this card, if you can see that there. You see this little fox here, he's in the moon having a wee nap. Okay, I'm just going to put my glasses on and I'm going to read this one out of the book. So that's your wisdom of the oracle message. So it says time for a nap. Rest, rejuvenation and renewal. Temporary non-action allows dreams to arise. I'm just going to put that down here while I'm reading this. The oracle message is, this is the time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you. Absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. And I think that kind of has hit that nail on the head. Think about it very carefully. Go away and just ponder about it. It's not the time for action on this at this present point in time. An overly busy mind can block you from your inner wisdom, is what it said in the book. Definitely, if you know, if you can't step back and rely on your inner wisdom or your divine guidance, let's just say, generally I would suggest that, just leave it be until the right time. You will know when the right time is, because the solutions are going to be given to you. And your big solution here is take a rest for a while. You've built this empire, this company, this family life, this abode, whatever you want to call it, whatever the scenario here is with the King of Ariel. That's taken a lot of hard work and burning the candle at both ends, and maybe you are just in need of a bit of rest, so you can actually see clearly and find those solutions that you're seeking. Definitely don't let this Knight of Raphael here card throw you off balance sort of type thing. It's come in maybe as a little bit of a test, but this card here is telling you just to step back a bit and have a bit of time out. The walls won't fall down if you take a bit of a break. And you also had this card here, the chakra card. This is being a little bit, not sleeping well, not getting enough rest, and seeking relief from stress. I mean, this card here couldn't come along at a better time. So in August that you can actually take a bit of a break if you need to, which I think you will need to. So that's your reading, guys, for August. Just remember that card, it is time for a bit of a nap. And that's not being a pussy, that's not being selfish, that's not being, we all need to have a little bit of rest every now and again. And something else has just come to mind. In the month of August, we have on the 8th of the 8th, which is the 8th of August, we have what they call the Lion's Gate, and that is in effect for 3 weeks. And it actually says in it, I'm going to read it out of the thing here, because I think this might have something to do with it as well. The 8th of August, Lion's Gate portal. It's a numerology power day, hits on August the 8th, also known as Lion's Gate portal. This is no ordinary day, as well as carrying the resonance of the angel number 88 and the powerful messages of reassurance, strength and trust. The Lion's Gate portal makes the peak of a high frequency energy surge that streams onto Earth from the star Sirius for around 3 weeks. This energy is powerful, heart-opening and healing, and many find it an exhausting period of time. So it's just in the back of my mind, I kind of thought about that. So again, that from the 8th, 3 weeks on from the 8th, this also may be why you need to maybe take a nap, get more sleep, seek relief from stress, and just stand back a bit. So I'm going to leave you reading there, guys. I wish you all the best in August. I'm also available if you need to do a one-on-one reading with me. We can do it through Facebook Messenger, or we can do it through Skype to do a one-on-one. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, we can do it that way. So you can contact me for that through my Facebook page or my website, which is sunmoontarot.co.nz, which will take you to my Facebook page, and you can book a reading or a session with me there. So August, with all these major arcana cards that a lot of people are getting for August, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. There's 4 quite major cards there. If you feel like you need a personal reading to work with your own personal energy, so like I say, we're all different. You might be a life path number 9, but we are all different. We can work with your own energies and pull the cards directly for you. So we'll leave it there, guys. I wish you well. Take care. See you soon.